of itself constitutes pollution. I know he drove through the wall to create this one gap. Why is there no wall to the immediate left of that? Hilarious! But why would the eye scanner have any information on the Thousand-Eyed Squirrel? Oh, yeah, sure. The guy who hosted The Apprentice is ever going to be president.
I think number 3.
You don't even want to read them first.
Presidenting. A lot of helicopters, but they're using suction cups, so remember work. Also, where do you think we're going that big without becoming news? And I can fly it anywhere using 500 helicopters without that becoming news. You can't sneak like this up on people. How is it that all these places are on the edge of the dome when it is clearly covering all of Springfield? I mean, the school is somewhere on the border, and so is the Simpsons home. That's not just it's weird that Martin and Dennis were on the playground at school and none of the Simpsons kids are there. We all know Lisa would go even if she was told not to go. She's rebellious that way. Where is Projector?
Coming up on your ride.
Pretzel. H.
Right, when GPS updates its maps that fast, you let me know. Yesterday, mine told me to drive through a cow field to get to my destination. For the sake of this
Pizza, yogurt,
story,
pretzel,
ever.
cheese juice. Okay, the radio store again. Hello.
Final piece of pollution about the town dome. They didn't carbon date that. But they know this was part of the pollution before the war. Angry citizens have overtorched the fuck out of the situation. Every house on this street is catching on fire.
Afraid if I open the door, they'll take all of you.
No, we won't. We just want home.
And this anger mob's hearing at a distance through a second floor window has been amazing in this scene. Okay, two things here. First, never with Maggie. Second, why is Marge still using a dangerous glass bottle for Maggie instead of the much more modern plastic, neoprene, etc.? Was it just to make a bottle smashing joke? Because I think it was. What the hell is keeping the end of this board sturdy at the Simpsons house and out of an break with whole family on it? Archer! Bloodthirsty mob uses child labor. Also, they just said they only want Homer. Now they're firing at all of them. They all survived this without injury. Thankfully for the plot, they carried the car to the Simpsons' own backyard. Holy Christ, there are plenty to hang them. This is the darkest judge. And just as our heroes escape the signal of collapse, this is the Simpsons movie, but it could easily have been called The Convenience Movie. You, the Simpsons don't have a car alarm on their beater.
What do we do?
We run.
I'm honestly surprised Homer's family goes with it. None of them deserve the hate, and they have to be upset at him for dumping sewage in the lake after the ban on dumping sewage in the lake, right?
What's the secret knock again?
Who opened the f***ing door, though?
Mark, in every marriage you get one chance to say, I need you to do this with me.
This is false. Homer's going to win the family a truck by driving this motorcycle in the ball of death, but what suddenly made them want to go to a carnival when they're on the run from the EPA and made a plan to go to Alaska?
That counts as a try.
Fucking carnies, man.
Oh, man. My wife, you're going to kill me.
Is this a polygamy joke or a conjoined twins joke? Or both? Either way, I'm not super comfortable with it.
Day 37.
Most will have any alcohol left after 37 days, but nobody can go in or out of the dome. Also, we're on a plan to deliver supplies. So aside from trapping everyone in the dome, is the EPA only to starve everybody to death?
We are facing internet, you power badger.
Everything in this movie happened with the most pristine comedic timing. Okay, the cops responded faster than it took the Simpsons to fill up the tank. Also, cops would not arrest people based on a wanted poster they found on a station. They had the original wanted gas station that was Stanford.
Buttons behind this desk. One will supply your power. The other releases the sound.
You're going to program the buttons into the gas, and the two options you pick yourself. Also, blackout. They all survive that. This family is indestructible.
Pay every resident $1,000 to allow the oil companies to ravage our state's natural beauty.
Does he know that the Simpsons are going to be residents, or that they're even new residents? Who makes a custom mailbox in the first week at a new house?
Just passing the time.
Yogurt, you know.
Pass some time by causing ecosystem overrun.
Yeah,
His asshole animal
grr.
broke into the cabin expressly to help Homer and Marge have sex. And now that they're seeing it happen, they recoil. You know what you were getting into when you started there.
Okay, let's discuss Tuesday with Maury.
Again.
How did you not know that was the book you were going to discuss before you came to the book club? You were told a copy of that book, correct? The camera is inside the door. How did the EPA get that inside before they dropped the door over Springfield? Did they send enough people there to bring a Truman Show number of cameras for phone shows? God, text whatever they can, and that's a sin.
Don't worry, I have a solution. In fact, I have 5 solutions.
Yeah, 3.
Try again.
What?
Go higher.
If you wanted him to choose blow up Springfield, why didn't you make it option 3, which he chose impulsively before, or option 1, which comes first and why?
It's nowhere near where anything is or ever was.
I love this Tom Hanks bit. Gold.
That's 4 in the afternoon.
It was 7 at night.
It was during Access Hollywood.
Which is on at 4 and 7.
The mob back during the local news, but not during Access Hollywood. After Kip Brockman encouraged the angry mob, they were there in seconds. Grand Theft Walrus might be the laziest joke in this entire movie. When did Marge get her hands on a video camera? They didn't have any possessions when they moved to Alaska. Also, how did they even get this house in the first place? They had no money except for the $1,000 the guy who welcomed them to Alaska gave them. And since they're wanted by the government, they definitely didn't use their savings. This movie is full of lazy imagery, like the heart ice chunk that...
Pizza, yogurt, cheese sticks.
We get it! You can draw things to match the things. Ah, that's on you. You're now owned by that evil corporation.
Oh, do whatever you want to me. I don't care about myself anymore. Because other people are just as important as me.
How'd you get that epiphany? You didn't care about yourself anymore because you thought your severed body parts were melting. Why did that make you think of others? I agree, let's get on with it, but your epiphany is not earned. Man, these ends weren't helpful at all. In fact, they're bringing up a good ayahuasca trip.
Thank you, boob lady.
That's boobist.
Russ! Russ!
Sure.
I don't know what sounds good.
Springfield because he's unselfish now or something, but I guess he's still an asshole.
Which way do I go?
Google Maps. Functional pretend binoculars. Haha, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, but why would you put a place of business out here with no way to get to it? The hard place shouldn't even be able to pay their electric bills. Their location is so terrible. If you could have gassed them all along, subdued them, why did you wait till just now to do it?
It says to release this town immediately.
Why is it written on a leaf?
A few minutes ago, Homer kept trying to stop the EPA guys with fake traffic signs. And he couldn't even spell stop. And apparently he couldn't spell yield or wrong way either. But he can spell release this town immediately. No problem. Not to mention his to-do list. They think if the image of the EPA guy looks to the left, that no EPA people or devices will start climbing the bomb rope. And they're right. Why would EPA cameras be trained to only look at what the boss on screen is looking at?
How am I supposed to get up there?
Luckily, when I was escaping Springfield and planned for the whole family to move to Alaska, I stopped at that carnival to do some daredevil motorcycle riding. Also, this is literally God pointing to a machine. I think it qualifies for a Deus Ex Machina, even though the literal meaning is more like a
I don't know.
First one stop.
People are sleeping to their life. Don't let them mind. I'm gonna show you how to follow your dreams. He's off acting like a hillbilly Indiana Jones.
It won't work for a list.
Until tonight, FX is the lowdown. Premiere September 23rd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
I got a hamburger. I got enough hamburger for a while. Okay, let's try this again.
How did Homer know Bart went to the church? Probably goes without saying, but this bomb's timer clock is total bullshit. Barry Homer's once again jumped Springfield Gorge. Gotta hand it to the filmmakers for remembering the ambulance that crashed in that episode. It's a pretty sweet detail, even if it's fan service. And millions of tiny shards of glass rained down on Springfield, causing untold injuries and illnesses and odors coming down. I'm sure I'm glad Colin's still alive. Can't wait to see his many adventures as future seasons after the movie's over. Celebrating a hero when he was the villain in the first place.
Oh my god, first one! Sequel?
These assholes made Maggie's first
Dead.
sequel. Do you hear this thing in your head? I think all the damn fun. Especially around the holidays. I'm done hiding my damn dead. Want to wear them proud like goddamn YouTube group.
Archie.
You want to do the same? You can grab this limited edition monstrosity from our store. Everything with
You're fired. I'm off the hook.
Okay. Eh?
Ooh, a vortex.
Sir, I'm afraid you've gone mad with power. He's gone mad with power. Like that Alvin Schweitzer guy.
Okay.
We need doctor.
I've been thinking of nuggets and whatever cat you have. I'm happy in Springfield.
Why are you dressed like that? I'm R-rated sexy.
Class. Who gives a shit about class?
Once again, Lansing politics is in.
What else do I want?
Washington might shut down too. Politicians argue, and nothing gets done. People are sick of it. It's ridiculous and shameful. Family can balance a budget. Why can't politicians in Lansing? Well, Mike Duggan can. When Mike became mayor of Detroit, the city was bankrupt. Mike rolled up his sleeve, put politics aside, and brought people together. By focusing on progress, he helped create thousands of jobs. Opened new factories, lowered crime rate, balanced the budget for 12 years in a row, while politicians in Lansing and Washington stall, bicker, and fight. Mike Duggan gets it done.
That's the truck, boys? Yeah. Doing it? Yeah. I'm driving it. Good. Driving it. Everybody get on the truck. Everybody get to the truck. Yeah, got it.
I mean, G, C, O, P, T, A, R, T.
Am I supposed to have my weather jacket? I wouldn't think this is dangerous. No. You think? We got enough, don't we? I think we're supposed to steal some stuff back for some flying. I don't know. Seems like there'd be room in the truck. No, shut your ass and you stay back there. Look how big the cab is, though. I know, but the cab's big, but we're not gonna be able to shoot anything needs from inside the bed. Wow. Well, so that's like a.
Man, I love that so much. Did you know that that scene is a reference to GTA Vice City? And how did Phil Cassidy grow his arm back and get younger? Red Dead Redemption 2 gave us shrieking horse balls, and GTA 6 gives us liquid physics. And if you zoom in on these dollar bills, these are actually presidents from Red Dead Redemption 2. Today we have 50 more things that you missed in the GTA 6 trailer number 2. If y'all do enjoy and learn something new, I hope that I can earn you a thumbs up and your subscription.
P-E-A-C-E-S.
Thank you so much. Have you ever thought about the fact that we make tons of money in the GTA series, but we rarely ever physically see see that money. Well, did you know in GTA 4 there is a card game that has a variety of money? GTA 5's money actually resembles real life, but in the GTA 6 trailer number 1, we see a bit of currency, and on this bill it says the United States of Paranormal, which I think is really cool. So in GTA 6 trailer number 2, we once again see some money, and there's something on there, a minor detail that you may have missed. So we see Jason busting into this restaurant. We see a $1 bill, $10 bill, and presumably a $20 and $50 or $100 bill. We also see money in the strip club scene, as well as this
For you uncontrolled nasal polyp sufferers,
What I want? Gatorade, Powerade. POWER, Power. ADE.
insurance nasal polyps that can help you breathe better. Go beyond it. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown colored urine, tingling, or numbing in limb. Tell your doctor about worsening symptoms and eye pain, vision changes, joint instability, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Go beyond and do more with less nasal polyps. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
My daughter passed away 5 years ago. I decided to go back to school and with my daughter's dream in mind. Does she get to reconnect? They actually pay for you to come to school. That's cool. Kalamazoo Valley Community College, they understand adult learners. I just don't see why anybody wouldn't use reconnect and come to school.
screenshot. And if we zoom in on this money, we see some guys on here. And who are these? Well, these are actually presidents from Red Dead Redemption 2. The $1 bill features President Franklin Hardin, and the $10 bill features President Thaddeus Waxman. And we know this because in RDR2, we collect cigarette cards, and 2 of these are actually the presidents from Red Dead Redemption 2. There are 2 other presidents in this game, Alfred McAllister and Xavier Fisher, which we would presumably see on the $20, $50, or $100 bills, blending the lines between Red Dead Redemption 2 and the GTA universes. And real quick, let's smoothly transition from this cutscene into gameplay. I believe that's what this is. Again, take a look at how smooth this is. I think that cutscenes in GTA 6 are going to transition straight into the gameplay, and that's actually what we're seeing right here. And if that's the case, this could be actual gameplay from GTA 6, even though it's just a quick, second or 2. And let's also talk about license plates. So we see a variety of license plates in the GTA 6 trailer. We see a Liberty City license plate in Vice City, which is very interesting. This plate is also based on a modern-day New York plate. We also see a brand new state, the state of Gloriana, on this motorcycle, and a different rendition of this on the back of this donk, or this Vox Chevy. And these license plates, with the exception of the dolphin, resemble the state of Georgia, USA, not Asia. So while on the topic of Gloriana, or possibly the state of Georgia, let's transition into some locations around the map. So we have the Mount Calaga National Park, and this quite possibly could be inspired by Providence Canyon State Park, which is also in Georgia, USA, which would explain the state of Gloriana. And Georgia is geographically right above Florida, and if that's the case, this could be similar to Alderney in GTA 4, being a part of the main map, but not Liberty City itself, and actually being a separate state. We also have the mini golf, which is awesome. It looks very colorful, vibrant, and we see this in the background of Cal's screenshot here, but also in the trailer we can see this entrance to the mini golf with this giant alligator head on this TV. So just a minor detail in the background. We also see the Ocean View Hotel, which looks amazing, and we can kind of see into what would be Tommy Vercetti's apartment, as well as in the dancing scene. This is actually next door to the Ocean View Hotel, or part of it, and we know this to be confirmed by the concept art as well, showing the same setting, but just with an artistic element to it and not actually being gameplay. We also see the rusty anchor on the back of Cal's shirt, And the exterior of this building with a screenshot, this looks like the Krusty Krab, man. It does look pretty crusty, but also we do get some snippets of the inside of this, and it looks to be owned by Brian Hedder's
DONETS Donuts.
Website. So let's also take a look at our safe
Else do I
house.
want?
You know this is owned by Brian. Here's the exterior of it. Looking beautiful and run down as ever. And then once again, the trailer gives us a little bit of a look inside the interior of this safe house. We also get a look at the Starlit Motel, which looks beautiful, vibrant, and run down as ever. But what's amazing about this spot is that we actually saw this way back in 2022 with the GTA 6 leaks. This is a early alpha image right here of this spot. There's an actual video, I'm not sure if I can show those yet, with some hilarious dialogue. But this spot we actually saw way back in 2022, so it's nice to see the transition. We also see a cruise ship in downtown Vice City. That looks awesome. We've never seen a cruise ship in GTA before, so I know we can get on the decks. And I know there's got to be some sort of mission that's going to take us inside of here. And last, we see this field on fire. And all I can think of with this is that mission in GTA San Andreas where we set the wheat field on fire with the truth, as well as if you want to kind of take a look at the evolution of these missions, we have this mission in Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, where we set the tobacco leaves on fire. So we can only imagine GTA 6 is going to look like this, but on steroids. So let's transition now into some activities. These are various things we've seen all around the trailer and screenshots. The first being basketball, possibly making its return for the first time since GTA San Andreas. We've got mini golf, of course, fishing, pool, hunting, diving.
Bone LESANGS. Let's go. I got enough chips, got cheese, got cheese.
When your power bank's slower to charge than your morning coffee, you miss moments, ideas, the flow. It's annoying, but with the EcoFlow Rapid Pro power bank, you can end the wait. It's got speed, smarts, and power that keeps up. Right, let's start with a Rapid Pro 27K.
The baguettes now.
1.54-inch LCD screen showing battery life, input, output, and charging speed. Along the side, 3 USB-C ports and a 140-watt retractable cable to fast
Anything else?
Plus, the 27,650 ampere hour capacity keeps your laptop, phone, and other gear powered all day. Extra tip.
No, it will not work. I'm dead.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James Angeles, and today we're looking at Maximum Overdrive, released in 1986. By the mid-80s, Stephen King's stories have been adapted into movies like Carrie, The Shining, Children of the Corn, and plenty more. Some were good, some were not so good, but all of them were made by filmmakers. That would change with Maximum Overdrive, which was directed by Stephen King himself. The one and only time he'd ever attempt such a thing.
If you want something done right,
You do it yourself.
you ought to do it yourself.
Maximum Overdrive is adapted from King's short story Trucks, first published in 1973. It's about trucks, and machines in general, that come to life and start killing people. Kinda like Christine, the killer car, which was also a Stephen King story. But that movie was made by John Carpenter. Again, an actual filmmaker. You know, one who knew what he was doing. King, on the other hand, was completely out of his element here, and out of his gourd. I ain't talking pumpkins like David S.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
Oh, okay. Actually, maybe I am. But also, he was coked out of his mind making this thing, at least according to him. Other crew members said he was just constantly drunk on his 10th beer by 8 in the morning. This is not a well-directed movie. neither in terms of composition nor cast performances. The premise is patently ridiculous. I mean, the truck's no frickin' Morse code. And instead of a compelling story, it's just loaded with explosions and loud noises to keep things exciting. What the fuck is that noise? They say chunk? But here's the thing. This movie fucking rules, man. Yes, a significant part of it is trucks go brrr, but all the explosions are practical, and there are car stunts out the wazoo. I'm not even a car guy, despite being from Metro Detroit. I am a disgrace to my culture, and I apologize. But even I can appreciate the sheer machinery on display here. It's cool. This movie is cool. And yes, it's cool in a little boy's way, like smashing action figures together. A lot of King stuff is like that. If you're a fan of his work like I am, you'll see all the usual staples. Kids playing baseball, kids riding bikes, low-class yokels, evil greedy bosses, folksy dialogue, and a whole bunch of characters who aren't very deep but help to flesh out the world. It's all there. It's also got a surprisingly decent romance, and the soundtrack done entirely by AC/DC. Seriously, this is Dudes Rock, the movie. It might not be good, and it might have tragically maimed the cinematographer, but this movie's got an identity, damn it, and there's truly nothing else like it out there. How many victims did this
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, I'm in the middle of this, so...
Oh, of course not. I don't want to take a minute more of your time than I need to. I just noticed this fine selection of memorabilia you had here. I can tell that you are a collector of taste. You see, what I've got here are the finest autographed pictures you've ever seen. Just open up that and see.
Hey, actually, let me stop you right there, because I already know who I trust for celebrity autographs and memorabilia. Today's sponsor, Vintage Authentics. They offer thousands of unique signed items, from photos to Funko Pops to movie props, with autographs from horror movies like Scream, Terrifier, Abigail, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Celebrities like Mikey Madison, Ella Purnell, Lawrence Fishburne, and Matthew Lillard. Even music artists like my buddy Spencer Charnas and his band Ice Nine Kills, plus a little bit of sports too. And if you follow their email list, you'll know about pre-sales, where you can get a personalized signature or even sending your own items to be signed, like your favorite prop or poster or briefcase, who knows? It's all certified by Beckett or JSA.
Oh, well, if that's what you're looking for, I've got plenty of photos here. This one is approved by Beckett, too. See, that's my cousin Beckett. Give a little thumbs up there.
That's not the same thing. You can get the best in real certified autographs for $5 off by going to VintageAuthentics.com or clicking the link in the description and using promo code DEADMEAT.
Okay. Dead meat. I got some of that in here, too.
No, we're done for the second.
Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Trying to count kills here. How many victims will these murderous machines turn into roadkill? Let's find out and get to the kills. The movie begins with an admission of ownership. King got this directing opportunity from producer Dino De Laurentiis, who had already done a few King adaptations. Duke was a legendary producer whose work we covered earlier this year with most of the Hannibal movies. A block of text tells us the Earth got crop dusted by a rogue comet, and that it'd be stuck in its stench for a while. During that time, killer cars, I guess. Right off the bat, we're watching a movie made by an author, not a filmmaker. This exposition is on Steven, the italics, the font color, the words used. It's not a pleasant paragraph to read. I'm gonna be honest, I zoned out like 2 lines in. Now we're in Wilmington, North Carolina, where there's a rude fucking
Okay, I'm done with this.
Stephen King cameos as a guy at an ATM.
Honey!